113,000 tech jobs are gone, and the people losing them thought they were safe. They had the LinkedIn title, the base salary, the RSUs, the badge. Cloudflare just cut 20% of its entire workforce. Not because the company was failing, because their AI usage went up 600% in 3 months. PayPal, Meta, Salesforce, all cutting, all restructuring, all saying the same thing in different fonts. We don't need as many of you anymore. Here's what nobody tells you before they hand you the box. The box was never yours. It was always theirs. But there is one asset, one thing you have been building, whether you knew it or not. They cannot touch, that no layoff email can reach, that no AI agent can replicate. And if you haven't protected, you are leaving the most valuable thing you own completely exposed. Real quick, before we go deeper, I wanted to give a shout out to a company my wife and I own. And what do? Change lives. If you've been working hard your whole life, building revenue, closing deals, stacking income, but if you lost money in stocks, real estate, crypto, or you are sitting there right now with no trust, no will, no tax-free strategy, not enough in retirement, this is for you. At disruptorscode.com, we help people grow and protect their hard-earned money, tax-free. Here's what that means in real life. If the economy collapses tomorrow, you don't lose a single dollar. When the market goes up, your money grows tax-free. And when it's time to pass it on to the people you love most, it transfers tax-free. Imagine your money working as hard as you do, while you focus on what you do best. Visit disruptorscode.com today and book a time to talk with one of our team members. And before you do, email us at info@carlosinspire.com to make sure we are licensed in your state. We are licensed in most states in the United States of America. Disruptorscode.com. Everything is in the show notes. Now let's get into today's episode. Let me take you somewhere. I'm 7 years old, streets of Belém, Pará, northern Brazil, selling coconut bread. We call rosquinha de coco. No salary, no stock options, no badge, no title. But I had something. I had relationships. I knew which person bought every morning. I knew which corner had the most foot traffic. I knew how to make someone feel like their purchase mattered. Nobody could take that from me. No recession, no government, no algorithm. Fast forward, I landed in America at 18. No English, no connections, no safety net. And I watched something. I watched people with every advantage, the degree, the network, the zip code, lose everything in 2008. Not because they weren't smart, not because they didn't work hard, because everything they built was built inside someone else's house. And when that company decided to sell the house, they were out on the street with nothing to show for it except a LinkedIn update and a severance check that ran out in 4 months. That is not legacy. That is a dependency. Here's the shift I need you to make today. Stop confusing your job with your identity. Stop confusing your employer with your future. Stop confusing a paycheck with a wealth strategy. They are not the same thing. They have never been the same thing. The job is a vehicle, a tool, a season with your personal brand, your network, your ability to deliver results that people will pay for anywhere in any economy. That is your asset. And most people, high earners, six-figure closers, VP title holders, have been so focused on performing for the company that they forgot to build something for themselves. I closed over $1 billion in driving revenue for Fortune 50 companies. Never missed quota 8+ consecutive years. You know what protected me through every market shift, every reorganization, every time leadership changed? It wasn't my quota attainment. It was my reputation, my relationships, my ability to walk into any room and be the most valuable person in it. AI can automate the average. AI cannot replicate the irreplaceable. The question you want to ask yourself right now is this: if your employer sent you the email tomorrow or called you in for the emergency meeting, what would you have left? Does this make sense? Here's the truth. They will restructure. They will automate. They will rebrand it as efficiency. But they cannot fire your brand. They cannot lay off your network. They cannot automate your legacy. And they cannot touch the wealth you build outside their walls. That's why disruptorscode.com exists. Because the people who survive every economic wave, every AI disruption, every corporate restructuring, they're not the ones with the best job title. They are the ones who built something nobody could email away. Tax-free growth, tax-free transfer, protected from collapse. So many stories over these last 20+ years that I hear from others, the letters, the people that are no longer here, the parents that start putting a few $100s a month for their children. Over 10, 20 years, that can grow tremendously. Tax-free, and you never lose a dollar when the market changes. Tax-free growth, master that. Tax-free transfer, protected from collapse. That's not a product pitch. That's a survival strategy. Visit disruptorscode.com today. Book the call, because the layoff email is real. The AI restructuring is real. There are 113,000 people who lost their job this year. They were real. Don't let the only thing you built belong to someone else. Protect your family. Protect your assets. Protect the equity that you build in your homes, in your properties, in your business. Because the days that breaks us are truly the days that makes us. Thanks for listening.